And welcome back. Here we are in Munich with the iniBuilds A350. Hello, MW Racing. Yeah, Landre, yeah, I have to, like I said, I've got to have a good excuse tomorrow. I'm not allowed to yawn tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Cool. So we filed a flight plan. I'll show you the values in a minute. Let me just have a look here at vPilot. And so let's have a look here. Flight, add a flight plan. Here we go. So Lufthansa 2642. I have no idea if that is a correct flight number or not. Doesn't matter. The important thing is the aircraft flies. 350. Oh, that's A359, correct? Yeah. All right. So let's keep fingers crossed. Nobody is here at the gate. Ay. What? No, we're lucky? What?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class.
How busy the airport is. It is like Christmas. I've actually chosen a parking spot which is free. How lucky is that? Lord. Stick figure, thank you for the 8 months. Much appreciated. I'm speechless. Dayan, hello to you. Ali, you having problems with the 350? Crashed the desktop. Which 24 and 20? It doesn't matter if in real, you know, there is no 350 flying to Palma. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's why it's flight simming, right? I know some people take it to the max. I don't. All right, let me get the aircraft powered up real quickly. Brennelt, how was it running on your system lately? Yeah, 8 right is fine. That's what I've planned for. Yeah. Let me get rid of the... Hang on, Chock's GPU. Where's my... Wasn't there a prompt regarding covers somewhere? Oh no, Mad Cat, don't tell me that. I never had really big issues with FPS because I'm using frame generation, so I've never really noticed. Anything. Where's my toggle slide close? Where's my, I don't know. Where's the prompt for the covers? It really? Well, are you running frame generation by any chance? Because honestly, I think that's the only way really to go. I'm a bit confused because normally there was a prompt here, wasn't there? Maintenance. No, I have to go outside? You're joking. Right, let me just quickly check if I have my... Yeah, Hoppy is set, Navigraph. Oh, hopefully we have the current database. Okay, let me just update nav data real quickly. So we have Hoppy Logon is still in. That's good. I just had to update the nav data. Yep, Reynolds, exactly. So I'm just waiting for the new one to show up here. It's downloaded. Is that it, guys? Hang on. But that's not the latest one, is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Ali, you are correct. Now it's changed. Okay, cool. So that's the current one. Perfect. Love it. Beautiful. So, let's have a look. So, ground. Now, let me have a look for flight ops. Let's do...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Is it X-Ray Juliet?
Good evening, Black Box and chat.
I think
Black Box, how are you enjoying new role as 787 Captain?
Oi, I was here first. X-Ray Yankee. So first of all, thank you so much, Hawkey. Thank you much. Nice to see you again. I'm doing well, thanks, and I'm enjoying the 787 tremendously. Loving it. How are you doing? Nice to see you, and thank you so much for the 36 months, 3 years of support. Sim brief. Import. No, hang on. That should be Alpha India. X-Ray Yankee. X-Ray Yankee. Lol. Cool. That's the flight plan. Now, load sheets. Jetway. Closed, open. Cargo. Bulk. Okay, so let me see. Now flight ops menu. I'm just realizing that I haven't been here for ages.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Thank you much to Spreckens. Spreckens, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to our community. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Hawkeys, I've done some 787 flights already. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I need to change the X-plane logo. You're right. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Okay, so guys, so I go to the MCDU. Is that better for the loading? So let's go in it. So that.
Fuel truck is in position.
Right. Received. Insert. Right. Munich, Palma, Mallorca. Loading via the EFB. Okay, okay. So, but that's not right. So flight ops. Okay. So let me go outside. Oh, come on, please. I was here first. You guys, you were witnesses, right? You guys saw me be here first. There we go, so I have to ignore him. Yeah, Jalent, all done. Ah. Wow, you got to be... Really? You have to go outside? And you have to... remove the covers yourself as well? What about the gear pins? Hey, Speckens, thank you so much. You're recovering from a night shift? Oh, but at least, yeah, I know it's a small consolation, but at least there's a video on demand, right? It's a captain shop, yeah. But I have to say, this is nice. So, you know, be able to walk around, look at the aircraft. Okay, cool. So the covers are away. So we could go to load sheet. Okay. Ah, okay. There's the button I was looking for. Yeah. So I can reload SimBrief and load with GSX. Let's do load with GSX. Yeah, Brennald, then really, yeah, you do notice how big they are. So, refueling. Request boarding. So next question is, do the jetways move automatically? Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I'm just being impatient again. So let me just do my duties first of all. Let's do the overhead panel. Gonna have to put the strobes to off. My flight is on. Fine. You have to press boarding again? Okay, thanks.
Boarding requested.
Ah, thank you much. No, this is the Simwings Munich. So people were saying the only thing you have to make sure is that you deactivate the standard scenery. And I checked the bridges, so that was the issue a lot of people were having. That the bridges weren't there, but when you deactivate the standard Munich scenery, it's all good. So Clement says there's also an auto remove covers. Okay. Thank you. But anyways, we got rid of it. So fueling, how much more do we need? So we need 18.6 tons. And we're finished with that, right? Yeah, so we are finished with fueling.
B1 aboard crew. Pilots boarding starting.
Okay, that's fine. But it looks like... I'm not sure if they finish or not. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alrighty, so... MAN, are you flying along by any chance?
Starting.
Or is it too late now? Alright, that's the routing that we've planned. So we have a look at the flight plan. We can see that we're planning 169 tons of zero fuel weight. We have a flight time of 1 hour 53. And fuel 18.6 is fine, yeah, with taxi out. That's cool. Alrighty. Current weather. Oh, you're ready to go. Okay, I'm going to hurry up. Let's see. So we've got Munich, easterly winds, QNH 1012, Cav OK, 17 degrees. Palma de Mallorca is having CBs right now. Some rain showers. Thunderstorms? No. Well, that's today. So tomorrow, hopefully, we have better weather. Oh, no. Ah, there he goes. He's finished with the fueling. Nice. All right, loading is starting. Shouldn't take too long. Is there, guys? Is there a way to speed up the loading process?
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
I'm not sure if it's really necessary to speed up everything, but all right. Anyways, let's have a look then. So we got the flight plan. Let's do wind request. Cool. Right, so let's do wind request done, flight plan. So Munich. So departure, runway 8 right. And our departure will then be Turbo 6 Echo departure. So runway 8 right. Turbo departure. There it is. Insert. So then we have Yankee 107, Topso. Oops. Topso. Direct Barcore. Direct Gekba Vamtu, then Uniform Mike 98 until Patco, Upper Yankee 38, Fatir, then 852. Verso Lima 129 Munich. And then we have the arrival, runway. Oh yeah, that's a cool thing today, guys. We have 6 left. It seems like 6 left because the wind is 070 at 5. Maybe. We'll see. So let's do the ILS. 6 left. We have the star. We filed. We filed Lunik 3 Mike via. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Via. Hey Shadow, moin. So let me have a look here at terminal chart. Munich.
Good morning.
That's the one thing I really dislike. Why is it still having the standard Lido charts? I mean, it's not terrible, but
Good morning. Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen? Good morning.
so we have the Lunik 3 Mike,
Hello.
and we're going via Mike Juliet Victor in this case. Yeah, but I would have to restart the plane, don't I?
Morning.
No? Okay, hang on. Okay, so let me just check. Menu.
This way.
Options.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
Hey, Eversbroker, hi. And Camo27, thanks for the half-year support. Camo, thank you so much for that. One of the other pages. Oh.
Hello. Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen? Hello.
Ah, you guys are legends. Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. GG's, guys. Thank you so much. Ah, yes, thank you.
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
So here's Lunik 3 Mike. Perfect. Excellent. All right.
Hello.
Parking stands. Very likely when we park here. I think these are the heavy aircraft parking spots there. Camo, thank you so much once again. That's really, really kind. It does mean a lot to me, Camo. So people that go the extra mile and, you know, buy me a coffee. Thanks so much. I love coffee, so...
Hello.
Cool. All right, so that's that. We've got the arrival airport. Let's do Munich. Let's do airport taxi chart. Oh, Brennald. Hey, Captain 320, Sven. Pleasure to see
Thank you for
you.
your kind donation, and please join us on the captain's table.
Brennald, thank you so, so much. Another 20 Euro. Brennald, ja, ich werd in deinem Namen oder wir werden auf dich anstoßen, ja?
Or a bucket of sangria for you and
Bucket.
your wife.
Can we drink something else as well? But Brennald, I will send you a picture, okay? We'll send you a picture where we toast to you, okay? Brennald, thank you so much again for your huge support. Thank you very much, Brennald. Yes, Sven, dankeschön. I think I really need a vacation, Sven. So, Sven, again, a big thank you. The stream we had together, that shared flight, legendary. I really enjoyed that. That was really, really nice. Yeah, and I love the feedback from the people on your channel, on my channel as well. So, yeah, looking forward to doing another flight at some time in the near future. Once again, thank you so much. Yeah, and Sven, it was great to see how good the your controls actually worked. Really, really lovely surprise that way.
Hello.
Guys, and a big shout out, guys. If you don't know Captain A320, he streams on YouTube, and he streams in German language. So it's obviously more, I guess, for those that do understand the German language. But yeah, he's one of the most chilled people I've ever met. He's so cool and so relaxed. So please check out his channel on YouTube here, Captain A320. Airbus broker, we asked, or somebody asked him, and he said that right now he has no plans to go to Twitch. Captain Go Around. Yeah. He's made his name with that, yeah. Hey Beethoven, nice to see you. Right, so as boarding is going on, so we've got the charts out.
Welcome aboard the Captain
Let me just see for the departure.
Experience.
Hey Lilo as well, thank you so much. 2 years,
Your way to the first
26
class
months it
cabin,
says.
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
2 years already, BB711 beloved.
Lilo, thank you much for the 2 year, or 26 months actually. So Lilo, again, thanks for all the help. And thank you for your support. Big shout out.
Good morning.
Yeah, so Sven, I'll take you up on the offer regarding a Boeing aircraft the next time. We'll see how that goes. But I think you'll manage nicely as well. I don't see that you're going to have any issues with that.
This way.
Yeah, so Aviamar, I think really it's just the conversations we had. So not just the flying itself with the multi-crew concept, but also the conversations. So we said, you know, it's like a podcast, but doing flying. So like a flycast, we said. So, oh yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Simulating the passengers boarding as well. All right, look, cool. Cargo doors are closing. Right, where were we? We were here in the flight planning. So hopefully the wind data. Climb. Cruise. Descend. Let's see. In it. I'm pretty sure the wind data does work, right? Or not. Maybe not. Maybe I just have to add a an average wind. How come it killed my flight plan again? Yeah, well, how come the flight plan is gone? Right, that's strange. Okay, anyways, let's go quickly with the flight plan. Departure 8 right. Turbo 6 echo. Come on, give me turbo. Hang on. There it is. No. Oh, come on. There we go. Insert. Insert. Then right, let's delete that. So then we go with the flight plan and the arrival. Hey, plane 4, how you doing?
Welcome aboard the
6
Captain
left.
Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Zulu 6 left.
Could new subscribers
So the
please make
star
your way to the first
was
class
to Ludic
cabin,
3
where
Mike
complimentary drinks, snacks and premium
via
flight
Mike
entertainment
Juliet
will be
Victor.
served. Thank you.
Insert. All right. And also to Basic, hello to you. Nice, 64 months, good God. Basic, wie geht's dir? Right, I'm not going to worry with the wind right now. Let's not get hung up on that. We can do that during the flight. You guys just have to remind me, that's all. So fuel and load. So that should be finished.
Autopilot.
Oh, the scroll wheel. I forgot about the scroll wheel. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. We'll do that in a minute. And Jonas, thanks for the 129 Swedish krona. You need more than sangria. Here's for an espresso martini. Nice. Okay. So I've learned espresso martini from you, and someone else was saying espresso. Oh, what's the drink? Espresso something. I've never heard of those drinks. Tonic. Yes, it was espresso tonic. Exactly. Thanks. Yeah, bits and gifts. Yeah. And Basic, thank you much again for the 64. Mallorca ist nur einmal im Jahr. That's true. So let's sync the weather data. 1013 dry. Takeoff weight 186.9. Is that correct? 168.9. Correct. And then 1 plus F, air conditioning, we'll leave that on. Flex. Let's compute. So we have flex 62. We have flaps 1 plus F. 40, 44, 48. Send to FMS. Yeah, MAN, sorry. He's like, come on, Black Box, hurry up, please. 186. Hold on, load sheet. 168.9. Okay. 168.9. Enter. Block fuel is 18.6. And the CG is zero fuel with 26, let's say. 26. Enter. Pax number. Pax on board is 278. Cool. The cabin can be seen on the climb page. Okay. Let me have a look, Sven. So climb. Ah, legend. Look at that. Sven, you are correct. Thank you much. Vielen Dank. Now I'm relieved. Okay, so the wind data is inserted. Much appreciated. So 40, 44, 48. 40, 44, 48. Flaps 1 plus F. Full length. Packs on. Anti-ice off. Cool. I think we are almost ready. So Munich has DCL, and the ATIS says information Oscar. Right, so let's go here, ATC. Requests. Clearance. Departure. Gate. I have no idea. Where are we? 214. 214. Enter. Information Oscar. 359 Palma. Transfer to mailbox. You gotta love that. Transfer to mailbox. And is that sent already? It is, right? Or what? Hang on. Yeah, I'm on VATSIM, yeah, absolutely. It doesn't work? No, you're joking. Why not? Yeah, Hoppy's in, yeah. I did insert Hoppy. Oh, well, hang on. So here I have to log on first? Ah, okay. You see, it's just these things sometimes. So here you actually have to log on. And then connected ADSC. Ah. Let's just move on, okay? Right, so nothing to see here, guys. Okay, so just, you know, just hey, Peter, it's all good, right? I may or may not have logged on as observer. So let's try that again. Transfer. Flying Paul, hello. But it still doesn't give me the option. Hang on. Hey, Axel. I'm a bit confused. I was hoping I could get this to work. Oh, hang on. But still, yeah. You see, that's the thing. We're not active yet. Unable. Okay. So, yeah. So, MAN is correct. We can't get... Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, but that's unable. Okay, I'll get it. Anyways, we'll get that by voice. That's fine. 1, 2, 1, 7, 1.
Via the Turbo 6 Echo departure for runway 08, right? The initial altitude is flight level 070 and squawk 1000, Ethiopian 809 heavy.
Ethiopian 809, readback correct.
Servus München, die Lufthansa 2642. Information Oscar, stand 214, A350, request clearance to Palma de Mallorca, please.
First, Lufthansa 41 Alpha, contact tower 118.705.
705 Lufthansa 41 Alpha. Tschüss, ciao.
Ciao. And Lufthansa 2642. Information Oscar correct. Startup approved. Cleared to Palma. Turbo 6 Echo departure. Runway 08 right. Flight plan route. Climb via SIT to flight level 70. Squawk 2311.
Lufthansa 2642. Cleared to Palma. Turbo 6 Echo out of 8 right. Climb via SIT level 70 and the squawk 2311.
Lufthansa 2642. Read back correct.
Okay, then I guess for some reason, if you don't have to log on, maybe the clearance doesn't work today. But it's okay. So we got the Turbo 6 Echo. We got to climb. Let me have a look here.
Munich ground, Eurowings 1812, delivery request clearance to Palma.
Just to see if I can use my Mobi flight.
Eurowings 1812, information Oscar correct. Startup approved, cleared to Palma. Turbo 6 Echo departure, runway 08 right. Flight plan route, climb via SIT to flight level 70, squawk 2302.
Open. Ah, that works as well. I'm so happy. Winwing FC works. Fantastic.
Eurowings 1812, delivery clearance to Palma, clarified.
So we have QNH 1013.
From 08 right.
1013 set. That's good. That's good. Let's go plan.
Eurowings 1812, initial climb via SIT, flight level 70, squawk.
Squawk 2311. There we go. So let me put transponder on. That remains there. That's fine. Init performance. Oh, that is not linked. Okay.
Lufthansa 8 Kilo Yankee, taxi via Echo 3 Blue Line, Delta 3 Blue Line, Whiskey 2 to entry Sierra 7.
Refueling truck is on its way.
No, no, no. We're doing pushback. We're not refueling anymore. No, no, no. Fuel is good.
Abram Condor 9 Delta Charlie, stand 121, request push and start.
Condor 9 Delta Charlie, pushback approved, face south on Echo 1.
Okay, the PDC is bugged in the latest version. Okay.
Echo 1 Condor 9 Delta Charlie.
Fuel
Yep.
truck is in position.
Huh?
Lufthansa 930, give way to the company A320 coming out Delta 3 from the left. After that, taxi to entry Sierra 7 via Whiskey 2.
Give way to the company A320 arriving from the left, and then straight ahead, Whiskey 2 and Sierra 7, 0.
So APU is available. Right, so power is off, external power off, APU bleed on. All right, so quick briefing for departure. So we're going to push back.
Lufthansa Cargo 2222, pushback approved, face south.
So facing south, very likely, 8 right for departure. Then taxi out either Sierra 7 or Sierra 8. Then Sierra, and we're going to take full length today, 8 right. Departure Turbo 6 Echo departure, RNAV coded. So max speed to 50 below level 100. Remain on tower frequency. And then when advised by ATC, contact radar, transition 5000. The routing takes us Delta Mike 81, Alono, max 230. 230 is correct. Then we've got Logon, max 250 knots, also correctly programmed, and then turbo. Initial climb 70. Sector is 3,700 feet. And we did take...
Lufthansa 930, same for you, tower 120.505, ciao.
Bit of extra fuel of 2 tons, 25 minutes. Because I'm a chicken. I don't know about the fuel usage here, how accurate that is on the iniBuilds. Good. So engine failure, straight out, acceleration 3,000 feet, cleanup 5,000, radar vectors back to the field. We are below max landing weight. And that should be good. Let's get rid of the...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel
shocks.
Subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary
Let's
drinks,
arm the
snacks,
doors.
and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank
Grand,
you.
good day, KLM 1 for Tango information.
Good evening,
Papa,
Captain.
request
How
push
are
start
you?
stand to
Hope
1
everything's going absolutely great.
Hey, Alex.
B711 below.
Push approved, facing south, short pushback, Condor.
Hey, Sven, I think you ordered some limetten. So yeah, but we're not gonna wait for limetten. No, we're going. All right. So we've got to go. No time for that. Oh no.
Condor 9 Charlie, stand by. I call you in a second.
Is there a way to restart GSX in here? Hang on, GSX. Remote control. And Alex, thank you so much again for the 33 months. I'm doing well. Catering vehicles in position.
Catering, good evening. Eurowings 85 kilo on Sierra 6.
Eurowings 85 kilo, taxi left on Charlie 5, then via Whiskey 1, Charlie 4, Echo 1 to stand.
Okay, disable, yeah.
Bravo.
Okay, disable worked. Okay. GPU is off.
Left on Charlie 5, Whiskey 5, and to stand.
And skip the purser.
117 Bravo, correct.
Let's try at least.
Eurowings 85 kilo, correct. 117 Bravo, Charlie 5.
I mean, departure clearance is
Charlie 4,
requested,
Echo 1.
and the catering trucks are leaving.
Charlie 5, Whiskey 1.
So it should be good.
Echo 1,
In the meantime, let's read a checklist.
Condor 9 Delta Charlie.
Cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity 18.5 tons. And Barrow Ref 1013 is set.
Once the Condor is clear, taxi
3 times.
entry Sierra 6 via Charlie 5.
And that's the
Condor
checklist
9
complete.
Delta
Ah, okay, so hang on, but so if I do that, hang on, and then I can do this, right? Ah, yeah. But yeah, but the thing is, pushback is already going on now. That's fine. Okay, cool. All right, let's do the before start items beacon.
We are ready for pushback.
120505 Condor 9 Delta Charlie, bye-bye.
And Lufthansa 214 fully ready. Request push and start.
Lufthansa 2642, pushback approved, face south on Whiskey 2.
Face south on Whiskey 2, push approved. Lufthansa 2642.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Right, before start, park brake set, take a speed thrust.
Taxi via Echo 2, Delta 4, Delta 5 to stand.
140, 144, 148, and we have flex 62. Slides armed. Beacon is on, yeah. Nose wheel steering, disconnect message memo is shown. Before start, check is complete.
Locking gear.
Lufthansa 11 Charlie, stand by. I call you. Lufthansa Cargo 222, swing over to Echo 2. After the CHA has passed you on the left, and then taxi via Echo 2 and Delta 4 to entry Sierra 7.
So it was facing south, Whiskey 2.
Release parking brakes.
Perfect. Brakes released, ready for push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will, sehr schön. Oh, it's gonna get late again today. Oh, my wife's gonna be really mad.
2222, just confirm
Ay,
after
ay, 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 ay.
the company has passed on the left.
Auch wenn Sie ein Vielflieger sind, bitten wir Sie jetzt, diese Hinweise aufmerksam zu verfolgen.
Wow, look at the heavies there.
Willkommen an Bord dieses
Blimey.
A350-Flugzeugs. Ihre
Boah.
Sicherheit hat
So, engine start.
Cluster das Heißfeld on Block, da ist Lotsen und ein wunderschönen Abend noch.
Danke fürs Fliegen,
To
einen
start.
schönen Abend, lieben Holz. Ciao.
Unter Turbulenzen bitten wir Sie, an allen Sitzplätzen die Sicherheit
Lufthansa 1 Charlie, ready to copy.
Ready to copy.
Sollte der
Lufthansa 1 Charlie, information Papa.
Hey Jörg, Navins.
Cleared to Palma, Turbo 6.
And Martin, hello.
Runway 08 right.
Are we Mar? I don't honestly know. Is it engine 1?
70 squawk 2301.
achten Sie erst darauf, Ihre eigene Masse
Lufthansa 11 Charlie Split Palma to Mallorca via 206 Echo departure, runway 08 right, flight en route club by switcher 070, squawk 2301 and information Papa on board.
Yeah, Peter, that's true.
1 Charlie, readback correct.
Making call, hello, Lufthansa 5 Sierra on November, entering November 4.
Lufthansa 5 Hotel Sierra, München Apron, Servus, taxi via Echo 2 to stand 224 Bravo, will be on the right side.
Via Echo 2 to 224 Bravo, Lufthansa 5 Sierra.
Cool, he's taxing off. Fantastic. Good timing. Right, engine 2 is available. Let's start engine 1. The turn-off lights always used for taxiing? In general, yes. Because you do want to, especially at night time, you want to see the area that you're going to taxi into.
Please set parking brakes.
Yeah. Trostbrot, I'll try to tell her that, okay?
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
And I will let you know how it worked. Uh-oh. Hey, okay.
Munich Apron, Ethiopian 809, we are ready for taxi.
Ethiopian 809, give way to the A380 on your left, then swing over to Echo 2 and taxi via Echo 2 and Delta 4 to entry Sierra 7.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
On my left and then taxi to Echo 2, Delta 4, H37, Ethiopian 809.
In Ethiopian 809, you need to set squawk 2305 again.
Right, so that was a good engine start. Let's do the after start items. Flaps 1.
Lufthansa Cargo 2222, contact tower 120.5.
So let's look at the flight controls. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right,
Ground.
neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. That looks good.
KLM 14 Tango, roger that. You will be overtaken.
Thank you. See you next time. After start checklist. Anti-ice off. Flight controls checked. Ground clearance to go. Just gonna wait for the.
After the Ethiopian Echo 2 Delta 4 Sierra 7, KLM 14 Tango heavy.
Peter. You guys. You guys. Right.
Charlie, stand by, I call you.
Oh, there she is. Okay, there she's moving off. Cool. this is actually realistic. Honestly, on the big aircraft, they actually, they don't run or anything, which I think is perfectly fine. But of course, they have to walk quite a long distance to get clear of the aircraft and then give you the all clear signal. That can take some time. But I'm not sure. Maybe she's already given the all clear and I didn't see it. All right, let's say it's all clear. And that's the after-start checklist complete. Lufthansa 2642, request taxi.
Lufthansa 2642, give way to the Ethiopian A350 overtaking you on the left, then taxi entry Sierra 7 via Whiskey 2.
Okay, we'll give way to the Ethiopian 350 from the left, then via Whiskey 2 and to the entry Sierra 7, Lufthansa 2642.
KLM 14 Tango, you can follow the
A380.
straight on Whiskey 2.
Crazy. Right, so where is he?
Straight on Whiskey 2, follow the A350 at Sierra 7, KLM 1.
Ah, there he is. And it's an Ethiopian A350. How cool is that?
Lufthansa 11 Charlie, once clear of the A350 behind. Pushback approved.
I am impressed. There she is.
Once cleared of the A350 behind, pushback approved facing south.
That's actually really cool.
Correction, Lufthansa 1 Charlie.
Eurowings 5 Juliet Mike, taxi to gate 118 via Whiskey
So clear
1,
right
Charlie
side,
4 and
clear left side. Beautiful. And my tiller. Oh, it doesn't work.
Lufthansa 70 X-ray, give way to the Ethiopian A350, opposite direction. He will go on to Delta 4. Then, after that, taxi to gate 215 Alpha via Echo 2. Gate will be on the left. There's 2 more 350 and 777 on the left that have clearance.
Yes, copied. Behind the crossing Ethiopian A350, continue via Echo 2, gate 215 Alpha, and crossing traffic is checked. Lufthansa 7 clear, question number.
So it's not recognizing my tiller, unfortunately. Let's try this. No.
Ethiopian 809, contact tower 120.505.
All right, we'll get it sorted next time. Today, Hey Eric, thanks so much. Actually, at the moment, my voice is actually quite strained because
Lufthansa 2642, you can also contact tower 120.505.
120, was it 120.505 für Lufthansa 2642?
Roger that.
Dankeschön, bis zum nächsten Mal, bye bye.
KLM 1 for Tango, also the same frequency for you, 120.505.
What?
Grüß Gott, München Tower. Die Lufthansa 2642 is behind the Ethiopian.
2642 Tower, Servus, taxi holding point 8 right, Sierra Bravo 2.
Sierra Bravo 2, holding point 8 right, Lufthansa 2642.
Lufthansa Cargo 2222, line up runway 08 right.
Constraint. Guys, how do I get the aircraft to automatically...
Tower, good day, KLM 1 for Tango Heavy, out of Sierra 7, we can accept Bravo 4 if that helps. KLM 1 for Tango, München Tower, hello, taxi holding point runway 08 right, intersection Bravo 4 via Sierra.
Switch to ARC.
Bravo 4 via Sierra, for Sierra.
Ah, perfect, thank you.
KLM 1 for Tango Heavy.
Okay, cool, excellent, thank you guys.
Lufthansa Cargo 2222, set squawk 2327, please. KLM 28 Zulu, taxi left turn Tango, Bravo 7, hold short of Sierra.
So, the first one is Sierra, clear left.
KLM 28 Zulu, say again please.
Thanks guys.
Left turn on Tango, Bravo 7, hold short of Sierra.
KLM 28 Zulu, turn left to Tango, hold short Sierra, Bravo 7.
Eurowings 7, Hotel India, wind 040 degrees 7 knots, 8 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 0 8 left, Eurowings 7, Hotel India.
Correction, Lufthansa Cargo 2222, wind 040 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear to take off.
So, all the way down to Bravo 2. Fantastic. Cool.
Tower Lufthansa 285, right left, left.
So, apart from that, no big changes. 18.3 tons of fuel on board.
Lufthansa 285, Tower low number 3.
Oh, a bit fast here. And no changes to the departure route.
Lufthansa 17 Charlie, figure to Sheridan 10.
Lufthansa 17 Charlie, taxi November to November 4.
Yeah, Avenger Tiller is in op today.
November to November 4, Lufthansa 17 Charlie.
Oh, you're right. How come hang on, let me just change that. Yeah, it's I have the reverse on the axes here, so sometimes. Yep. Sometimes it does go beyond that. Okay, cool.
Das ist eine 2 Kilo Charlie München Tower, hallo.
Does the cabin ready come automatically?
Which Bravo was I holding again?
Bravo 7 and hold short of Sierra.
Bravo 7, hold short of Sierra, thank you. Cabin 2 Zulu.
Okay, thanks.
Lufthansa Cargo 222, contact departure 127.
Hey, Goldfishly. Beautiful.
Lufthansa 2 Kilo Charlie 1040 degrees 7 knots, straight right.
Yeah, okay. I can check again, Brennelt. Let me check the QNH again. Latest ATIS. QNH is 10. Yeah, 1013. Yep. And 1500 feet looks good, yeah.
Entry November 1, you'll reach India.
Das ist 17 Charlie, apron 217, one show.
121, 710, bye-bye, Lufthansa 17 Charlie.
Well, the cabin is taking their time.
KLM 28 Zulu, taxi to entry Sierra 6 via Bravo 7. KLM 28 Zulu, taxi straight, entry Sierra 6.
KLM 28 Zulu, taxi to Sierra 6.
KLM 28 Zulu, contact apron 1217.
Ah, okay.
121.7.
The no lemon one, yeah. Yeah, so. Oh, come on.
Tower Scarborough, Lufthansa 10 Charlie, entry Sierra 7, able intersection, Bravo 4.
Good, okay, cabin is ready. That's a good trick. Auto brake. Radar. TWS should be on automatically, I think. So the config test. Normal. So we'll do the taxi checklist. Flaps setting 1+F. Interesting that it doesn't self-sense that. Yeah, radar is on. I'll give that to the FO. I'll take terrain here. And that's the taxi checklist complete. Is there a lineup checklist? Yeah, there is. Okay.
Charlie Tower roll number 2.
So Bravo 2 is the second one.
Ethiopian 809 confirm ready?
Hope so.
Roger, fully ready. Ethiopian 809.
Okay.
Ethiopian 809 1040.
Hey Arju.
Right. Yeah, that's sorry, line up runway 08 right.
Roger, line up in range 08 right.
Arju, I don't openly comment on what company I fly for. But at my company, the first officers, I can give the control for short periods of time to the first officers, yes, for taxiing. In general, the captain taxis.
2 Kilo Charlie, taxi straight, Bravo 122 Sierra 8. bereit, Bravo 1, 2, Charlie. For 2 Kilo Charlie, A3 1217, choose.
Ah, okay, so if you finish all the other items, cabin ready should come as well. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Ethiopian 809, 7040703, clear takeoff.
So we're gonna go, cabin is ready. Takeoff runway 08 right, Bravo 2. Confirmed. Packs 1 and 2 remain on. So the lineup checklist is already performed. Cool. Checklist good.
Charlie 1040 degrees 7 outside left to land.
Right left, clear land, Lufthansa Turbo Charlie.
Lufthansa 285, taxi November 4 via Alpha 5.
Alpha 5, November 4, 285.
And the TCAS is on. Fantastic.
Kind of 1 for Tango behind the departing Ethiopian, full length, lineup runway 08.
No! TARA.
Ethiopian lineup runway 08 right behind KLM.
Oh. That's unlucky. Why is he allowed to go first? Probably because of departure routes. I could imagine the Ethiopian has the same departure route as we have. So it would make sense the KLM is next.
Lufthansa 2185, apron 1217.
Ja, Beethoven, Dankeschön. Looking forward to the flight. Is it really? He's always going to Palma. Oh no. Yeah, Avenger. Something's wrong. I think somebody got bribed here. No, the packs should...
2642, lineup runway 08 right, 1 intersection departure head.
Lufthansa 2642, lineup weight 8 right, number 2 for departure, copied. I have to get up at, I think at 5.
809, contact departure 127955.
5:30.
127955, Ethiopian 809, cheers. KLM 1 for Tango, wind 0406, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff. 08 right, clear to takeoff, KLM 1 for Tango.
I'm going to put this on already. So strobes are on, approach sector is clear. The KLM is about to take off. Nice big overshoot here. Yeah, MAN, I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, that's a good lineup. Well, not perfect, but I'll take that. No, okay.
1 Charlie behind the party company, Airbus A350 on full length, lineup runway 08 right.
I'll take that back.
Departing company A350, full length, landing up runway 08 right behind Lufthansa 1 on Charlie. Lufthansa 2 Echo Charlie, entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
Entry November 4 via Alpha 5, Lufthansa 2 Echo Charlie.
Yeah, I know, should have zoomed out. Alright. So flight time is automatic here, pretty sure.
2642, 1040 degrees 6 knots, 08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, clear takeoff, Lufthansa 2642. Alright, let's go to Mallorca, 50%. Stable. Takeoff. Manflex 62. SRS. Runway auto thrust blue.
Charlie, apron 217, 1 Chanel.
2171, Lufthansa 2 Charlie, servus.
KLM 1 for Tango, departure 127955, away.
100 knots. It does feel a bit jerky on the runway with the rudder pedals though. 100 knots was checked.
V1.
Rotate. Pause the rate. Gear up. Enough. Goodbye, Munich. Right, thrust D-rate climb.
Lufthansa 29 Charlie, established LSD right left.
7,000 climb up blue.
Charlie München Tower, hello, wind 0406, right left.
Flaps 0. Speed is checked. Flap 0.
Lufthansa 2642, departure 27955, goodbye.
27955. Just die Lufthansa 2642. Departure, now die Lufthansa 2642, passing 4,000, climbing 7,000. Or 70 actually.
2642 mention radar low identify. Climb via SIT, flight level 150.
Via the SIT climb level flight level 150, Lufthansa 2642.
Condor 2 Alpha Lima turn left heading 170.
Left heading 170.
Yeah, but it's still climbing great, so no problem there.
Austrian 225, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1013, expect ILS approach, runway 0 left.
And we have
Descend to flight level
transition,
5,000,
standard
QNH 1013 and
set.
expect ILS runway 08 left. Austrian 225.
Sweeper 212, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1013.
So 230 knots
6,000 feet, QNH 1013.
maximum speed, that's fine.
KLM 14 Tango, contact München 132.455. Are they?
132.455. See you next time, KLM 14 Tango.
Ah, look at the Alps here. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping for.
Lufthansa 2642, contact München 132.455.
132.455, tschüss, die Lufthansa 2642.
Condor 2 Alpha Lima, turn left.
So, autopilot 1.
Cleared ILS approach, runway 0 right left.
150. KLM 14 Tango, München radar, hello.
And no real-time RIP immersion. Yeah, I know, but people complain. We fly in darkness all the time. München, Gesucht, Lufthansa 2642, passing 9,000, passing 90, climbing 150.
Lufthansa 2642, München radar, hello, identify, climb to flight level 310.
Climb level 310, Lufthansa 2642. 310, I also found out on takeoff that my thrust levers are not correctly calibrated.
Lufthansa question for 1 X Whiskey, München radar, hello, identified, proceed direct.
I do fly with cabin, yes. So if I go have a look here. Plane 4, thank you much for watching. Take care. Don't know if you know, but when pressing position and then monitor in the FMC, and there you can pre-select the airport. Okay. I'll try that later. Thank you much. Oh. Absolutely gorgeous.
Station calling again. Lufthansa 101 radio check. Lufthansa 101, you're not in my airspace. Monitor Unicom.
Okay, the pitch. So we still have 250.
150,
and it didn't say resume normal speed or something. So we'll maintain 250 until Lacol.
Lufthansa 11 Charlie, machine radar, hello, identified.
Landing lights off. Taxi lights off.
Flight level 310 Lufthansa 11 Charlie.
Seatbelts will have on. You have a question. When do you turn on taxi lights in the 787? No, gear down, Ghost. With gear down, we do that. Okay, so now we passed that speed restriction. I could have asked. I think with the high mountains coming up, it does make sense to just climb quickly. Okay, pitch is good. Let's get the seatbelts off. Or auto, actually. And then let's have a look. Secondary. I remember that people had issues with the secondary flight plan. So when they copied secondary flight plan, sometimes it will crash them to desktop. Oh yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting. Yeah, you can scroll with. Oh, okay, thanks. Climb set. Okay, so let me just quickly do a couple of settings here. So let's have a look here. So that should be climb. Climb is set. Flex MCT is correct. Toga was correct. Idle is correct. Hang on. Idle. That should work now. Fantastic. Cool.
Ethiopian 809, monitor Unicom 122.8. Goodbye.
122.8, Ethiopian 809. Thanks for the ETC. Good night.
Good night.
So.
This one X-ray Victor descent to flight level 120.
So I'm just looking for the grid altitudes. I can see it's 15,000 there, 14,000. That's also nice. Look at that. It tells me now. In within 40 miles, minimum off-route altitude is 140. That's great.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
Never do this in real life. No, of course not. Do you want some eye candy? Who, me? Always.
For hotel, Logon SOC, monitor Unicom 122. Goodbye. Unicom 122.8, contact 74 hotel. Thank you very much. Good evening. Bye-bye.
You're right, auto thrust is off. Good catch. Thrust D, rate climb. Yeah, Ghost, you're a subscriber. Yeah, you don't have to ask. Hey Senshai, wie geht's dir? Okay, so I have to say, knock on wood, up to this point, the aircraft is behaving very nicely. Oh, okay, so you're the Lufthansa cargo. Ah, okay. Nice. Okay, so can you explain Mora? Okay, so Mora for us pilots is something obviously important because let's say when we're above higher terrain, like right now over the Alps, and we have a rapid decompression, and we have to do an emergency descent to get down to 10,000 feet. Well, preferably it would be 10,000 feet. However, right now, the minimum altitude would be 142. And it's telling us minimum off route because we would be going off the airway. So when you fly on an airway, usually you can see information about the minimum altitude here, which would be safe. However, in the emergency descent, we usually go off route. All right, so that's why we get some information within these sectors, these grids, how low we're allowed to go. So in mountainous terrain, this would give us about 2,000 feet clearance to the terrain, while in non-mountainous areas, usually I think it was below 7,000 feet. With highest obstacles, it's only 1,000 feet clearance to the highest obstacles in that grid. Tail West? Probably not. Tail West, nice to see you. How are you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
Hey, Uran. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your streams.
Oh, yeah, that's really kind of you. Thank you so much for the 4 months now. And I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying the streams. Oh, you're enjoying the leave. Nice. Oh, you just came back from Munich. Did you do something nice in Munich? Because the weather should have been quite nice, actually.
Good evening. This is Tomjet 723, flight level 230.
Yeah, when you get to the Himalayan mountains, you do have big issues, yeah. So, as an example, if we had an emergency descent right now, we would turn back, right? So usually we would have a look at how long the routing is, determine when we would be getting into lower terrain again, going forward. And then really, you kind of do like an equitime point.
Lufthansa 2642, Pardo was offline, monitor Unicom 122, simulate, servus, schönen Flug.
Ich bedanke mich, 12248, Lufthansa 2642, schönen Abend, ciao.
Lufthansa 11 Charles.
Yeah, so really you would try to determine at what point you would just continue straight ahead. Then you would initially level off at safe altitude here. So today, right now, it will be about 14,200 feet. So let's say 14,500. Yep. Yeah, so the famous airway is the Lima 888, Himalayan mountains, just north. There, obviously, you have such high safe altitudes, or minimum altitudes you have to maintain, and that you can't get down to 10,000 feet quickly enough. But the whole thing is, so the thing is that it becomes a bit more complicated there because aircraft flying on those Lima 888 routings, they have to have different oxygen supply on board. So they don't have the normal oxygen which is chemically produced, they will usually have oxygen bottles for the passengers. I'm trying to remember the 747, how many extra bottles we had on board. So that way you had more time to get down to the 10,000 feet. So usually the minimum, so here's, I'll start. The minimum is 10 minutes, obviously. But those 10 minutes will not be enough. So here, it will be long enough. So if we descend now to 14,000, or let's say 14,500 feet, in 10 minutes time, we can get down to 10,000 feet. That's no problem, right? But over the Himalayan mountains, you can't. So you have what we call these emergency descent routings. So you always have like decision points, which are clearly marked. So you have an extra map, if you like, and you have these decision points marked, and the routings then to your en route alternate airports and the levels that you would be allowed to fly. And the airline has to make sure that in order to use these routings, you have enough oxygen on board so that you can remain above 10,000 feet for longer periods of time. Milano radar. Okay, I'm trying to have a look if I am going to be in Milano sector. Right. Also, I can climb a bit more. We filed. What did we file? We filed 410. So there's no more traffic in the way. Let's go at 410. So we have thrust direct climb. Out cruise blue 410. Blimey. I'm not sure which routing MAN is taking. Yeah, but he's right. So there is Milano 122730 coming up. 2273. And he did say ATC was online. So that's Mike Whiskey Sierra 5. Mike Whiskey Sierra 5. Brennan, not necessarily. Because there are airways sometimes that go westbound but have an odd flight level. It can happen. Now, having said that, of course, SimBrief often does give you some wrong flight levels. Yeah, Beethoven. A long time ago, I actually did a flight on the 747 PNG. That's in P3D. And I remember back then I had documents with all the escape routes. That's what they're called, escape routes. And it was kind of weird because we did the escape route where we descended, let's say to, I don't know, 10,000 feet at some point, but we had to climb back up to 20,000 feet again. at a later stage to get over some more terrain. So again, that is planned. So what you do, you have the oxygen to the passengers, you then descend down to 10,000 feet. Oh. Hang on, let me just level off here for a second. There's traffic above us. Let's go above. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Alright, should be good now. Thrust, direct climb again, 410. And it was a weird experience because it does take, like, sometimes, in some cases, you know, maybe 2 hours to reach that en route altered airport. And then you descend down to 10,000 feet, you switch off the passenger oxygen. Again, because it's liquid oxygen from bottles, you can actually switch off that oxygen again to preserve that. And then you climb back up again, and you would reopen the valves for the passenger oxygen again. And you would have to make those announcements again to the passengers and the crew. So the whole procedure is actually quite complicated. Exactly, Brennell. So if you're not willing to get more oxygen installed in the aircraft, and they would normally do that somewhere in the cargo hold, then yeah, you can't fly the Lima 888 airway. Yeah. Jalen, sorry, yeah, the routing today is a bit different. Yeah, I haven't updated that, but I can give you the routing here. Hang on. There it is. Okay, Ghost, yeah, go ahead. Try it. So in reality, what we would do, in case we're overflying high terrain, we would do a little en route briefing. So kind of an emergency descent or an escape briefing. And it's just done in order to be not, you know, completely surprised. Because imagine if you have a rapid decompression and you're reaching for the oxygen mask, right? Put the oxygen mask on. And then start, you know, your procedure. And then if you then have to ask yourself, hang on, which way am I going, left or right? It's too late. You're just wasting very, very precious time. So it does make sense to look at your terrain, think about where you have like an equi time, or like in this case right now, I would brief in case of an emergency descent, we go left southbound. Right, so our escape route would be left southbound. Oh, yeah, that's true. You know what, tail west, that is absolutely correct. You should really remember to relieve yourself before going. Exactly, right? Because imagine you have to wear your oxygen mask. You can't leave the flight deck for maybe, you know, 2 hours or something, right? Yeah, that's a good point.
Milano, good day, KLM 1 Tango flight level 380 CPDLC. KLM 1 for Tango, good day, identified. Choose on level for cruise 390 or 370.
So Brennell, let's see. So if we
390 then please for KLM 1 for Tango.
If 410 is incorrect, he will tell us now.
Climb flight level 390, KLM 1 for Tango. Correct, and direct VAM to. And direct VAM to KLM 1 for Tango.
Menala, buonasera, Lufthansa 2642, passing 395, climbing 410.
Lufthansa 2642, Milano, good day, identified. Proceed VAM to.
Back to VAM to, grazie, Lufthansa 2642. So Brennell, he seems to be happy with our level. Right, direct VAM to. There it is. Buongiorno. Buonasera. Isn't it buongiorno good morning?
Identified, proceed 1-2 and climb level 370.
It is, right? Ah. It's that guten Tag. Okay, buongiorno. Oh yeah, like giorno, like day. Okay, so buongiorno. Yeah, but okay, so how do you pronounce that? Buongiorno. Yeah, buongiorno, and then yeah, buonasera is good evening, right?
You too.
All right, current ATC unit Milano. So Logon. Yeah, Logon is accepted. ADSC connection, nice. Ciao. Ciao is always good. So yeah, that's true. So ciao, you don't say ciao when you leave. You say ciao when you like say hello, right? Exactly. Moin. Yeah, exactly. Buongiorno. Okay. So what's the difference then? How do you pronounce, good day and good morning? Yeah, like bonjour in French. Yeah, that's true. Right, Altrus. Fantastic. Also, fun fact, guys. Fun fact. Assuming I remember that correctly. Hang on. Let me just make sure I get this right. Salut in French, okay. Okay.
Squawk 5475, direct Taleb, Lufthansa 11 Charlie.
Correct.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I get it right. I don't want to get quote a wrong number here. It is actually related to A350, which I found really interesting.
Correct. After Latri, proceed direct Ripdu.
After that,
Right, so if you're flying a 787, for example, and
or greater, descend level 330.
If you get above 41,000 feet and one pilot leaves the station, let's say to go to the restroom, the other pilot has to wear an oxygen mask.
732, descend level 330.
Right, as long as he's alone in the cockpit. The reason being is that your useful time of consciousness at 41,000 feet is like 10 seconds, 15 seconds or something like that. So it's not very long. So, so it would probably take you, well, it wouldn't take you too long to put the oxygen mask on if you do it right away. But again, if you're on your own, right, the rules say that you have to wear the oxygen mask if you're above 41,000 feet. Now, here's the fun fact. If my information is correct, in the A350, that will only apply above 43,000 feet. And that is because of this. The automatic emergency descent function. So if you sense a rapid decompression, it says here now, EMA descent armed, the aircraft would do several things automatically. It would turn automatically off the airway. It would squawk 7700, and it would descend to Mora. So in this case, I would assume 12,500 feet. Yeah. Okay, but so Bruno, hey, but the thing is that if you have this function and if it's armed, in that case, you would not have to put on your oxygen mask between 41 and 43,000 feet if the other pilot leaves the cockpit. That's the interesting fact, really. What's the service ceiling of the 350? I have no idea. I'm not rated on the A350. Maybe someone knows here. So the version 1.09 at the moment, for me, is running fine. The only thing I'm noticing is in the background, my GPU. Well, it's only 52%, 60%. But I'm getting these very small sound cuts again.
Airbus 35 Kilo Milano. Rate 1000, descent level 370. Descent 370. On radar, ciao, Ryanair 5 Bravo X-ray, flight level 370. Ryanair 5 Bravo X-ray, good day, identified, rate 1500 or greater,
so
level 310.
The maximum altitude in the 350 in the 900 is 43,100, and in the 1000 it's 41,415. Thanks. Cool. MAN, you have the same? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's server based again. I don't know. Could be. Let me have a look at airports. So we've got Milano Linate to the right of us. So here's Milano. There's Linate. Right there.
Ryanair 5 Bravo X-ray for lower contact 135455 Milano, ciao. 135455 Ryanair 5 Bravo X-ray, ciao. Condor 9 Delta Charlie, Noid is available, Unicom, ciao.
Over to Unicom, Condor 9 Delta Charlie, good night.
Really? You were there a few months ago? Nice. Yeah, I used to love these stops in Italy.
Malta 623, monitor Unicom, ciao.
With the Malta 623, Unicom.
Cool routing today, look. So we're going to come by Genoa, Nice, Marseille, and then we go straight over the Mediterranean Sea towards Mallorca. But that's nice. That's a lovely routing. Love it. Yeah, so again, apart from what I'm noticing now with the small sound cuts from time to time, the rest at the moment is running nicely.
Icaro 739, monitor Unicom, ciao.
GG's Ghost, well done.
Ciao.
Yeah, Alex, there are, yeah. Well, I mean, fish got... So, the cool thing is, with the automatic emergency descent, you could just concentrate on putting your oxygen mask on. So, if you don't have an automatic EMA descent function, it does take a few seconds before you're actually able to manipulate the autopilot panel and start your descent. So if you don't have that feature, right? So me, for example, in the 787, the first thing I have to do is put my oxygen mask on. So usually, I mean, in cruise flight, we often don't wear headsets in cruise flight, which is a good. But the thing is, so I have to put the oxygen mask on, then I have to reach for my headset, put my headset on, communication establish with my first officer.
There was a 35 kilo rate 2000, please.
Right, and then once that's established, then I start with autopilot. So we go altitude, heading, speed. And so there's a little bit of time loss before we start the descent, yeah. So automatically it happens quicker. For what exactly would you use CPDLC? Brennelt, these days we use it a lot. So CPDLC, I mean, if you look at what you have available to you in form of communication messages, so you could ask for a climb, descent, for block altitudes. You could ask for direct to, offset, weather deviation, heading, track, sit start, tail at arrival, speeds you can request, etc., etc. Right? So, and that's one thing you can do with CPDLC. Now, the other thing you can do is get clearances, so oceanic clearances, and so on. And even over Africa these days, you have a lot of airspaces that use CPDLC communication, which is much, much better in quality and reliability than HF. No, just talked about that, Gilend. So Bruno says on the A350 FCOM, you have a limitation for oxygen masks is still 410. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame we can't ask Riva, so Tony. Oh yeah, absolutely. So Bruno, you're correct. Not long ago, yes, and Brennelt, so CPDLC can use different frequencies. So VHF frequencies, for example, but CPDLC and fans communication can use satellite as well, satellite communication channels. And in the North Atlantic region, in the normal organized track system, you have to have satellite communications available. If your satellite communications data line doesn't work, then you can't use the organized track system. And you can't use even the Shanwick and Gander airspaces. Yeah, Beethoven, fantastic. I would love to hear the answer, Beethoven. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yep. So level 290 means you're outside of that OTS system.
On the radar, good evening, Alpine 73 Golf, passing for levels 271.
Not long ago, I had a problem in the 787. So we were over at the UK, heading towards Shanwick, and we lost CPDLC. So we were scrambling to get a reset going to get CPDLC back again. Luckily we were, because otherwise
Frequency 135.
you could have a real problem.
135, 455, thank you.
I mean, you could refile, you know, at lower level outside of the OTS area, but that's going to cause a lot higher fuel flow, fuel burn. So potentially, depending on where you're going, you will not reach your destination airport. You would have to do a refueling stop somewhere. Or the other option would be to fly very far north in the Iceland area, so Reykjavik area, and then over Greenland to stay outside of Shandwick and Gander airspace. But again, that's a huge detour. Normally, you will not have the fuel to do that. Meaning you would have to stop somewhere in Canada, let's say, to refuel. Hey Fallon and C120. Hey Florian, Dankeschön. Yeah. Yeah, man, it was. That really woke you up. Well, I mean, so the SEPA deal system, I mean, I'm sure that there are some computer systems behind it. There are several connections, so you have to have, you know, connections from your FMS to some data box, communication box that you know, takes your inputs, translates it, bits and bytes and so on, right? And then or moves that to the VHF or the sat phone connections. So if there's a problem anywhere in these connectivity things, you will get SEPA DLC lost, or data link lost, it would say. It doesn't make you nervous, Ghost. All right. We'll disarm it. Hey Ted, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, so that's one moment, MAN, where you can get sweating really quickly. Okay. Another thing is, it didn't happen to me, but it happened to a colleague of mine, and they were like 20 minutes prior to the entry into Shandwick airspace, and the captain, who was very new on the 787, they got a direct. So he went to the flight plan page, and so for some reason he clicked on the bottom right prompt there where it says something, you know, destination. So it's the fix for the final approach. So that prompt though is really dangerous, because if you press that, it sequences the flight plan to that final descent point, and it throws out the whole routing. Now you would say normally, hey, no problem, because surely you made a secondary flight plan copy, right? So you made the route 2 copy. On that date they forgot. So they had no routing in the backup either. Yeah, so you can imagine how busy they were trying to hack in the flight plan again into the route page. Yeah, and the thing is that once you are inside of the airspace, so you get these automatic position reportings, right? So once you're inside, the first thing that happens is that you have to confirm, you have to set the max downlink delay to 300 seconds, and then a couple minutes later you'll get an uplink through CPDLC saying confirmed route. So what you do, you send a copy of your flight plan to ATC. So ATC can recheck and make sure that you have everything correctly entered, right? So it's supposed to eliminate navigational errors that way. But of course, you have to have that in your FMS. Yeah, they managed, but they were like really, really busy for 20 minutes. Yeah, but Ghost, the problem is sometimes you're an autopilot. And the thing is this, so for us Boeing pilots, what we have to do is the following. So let's say I get a direct to, okay? So I would go, so I'm pilot flying, okay? I'm pilot flying. My pilot monitoring either confirms with voice or confirms with a CPDLC downlink. All right, so look at this. So it says no further ATC available. Monitor Unicom. That's open. Hang on, how do I...
Lufthansa 11 Charlie, monitor Unicom. Ciao.
So...
Unicom, Lufthansa 1
ATC.
Good night.
And over to Unicom as well. 2642. Good night. Grazie.
Ciao, good night.
Good night to you. Now, how do I... Usually I thought you would be able to confirm it here. I can't really, okay. iniBuilds, okay. It's stuck for the rest of the flight? Oh no. Okay, well, there you go. Vilti, hello to you. Bozanak asks, would you rate Horizon 787 1 out of 10? Is it... it's good enough to fly. I would say it's like 6 or 7 out of 10. It does what it's supposed to do for normal A to B flights. Here we've got Nice. Beautiful Nice here. Côte d'Azur. Beautiful. Monaco. Beautiful. Maybe try... I don't know. If I log myself off the system... Hang on. Let me just try. So that's got ATC com. Oh, I can't even disconnect. Off. Let's see. Because I am disconnected already here. What? Thunderstorms ahead? Are you joking? Hang on. Oh, you're right. There's bad weather. At least on Sim Toolkit Pro. So we're here. Alright, let's get the weather radar on. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We've got some echoes there. Nice. Cool. Oh, no, Karim. Okay. Yeah, no, Ghost, no, that's not lucky, that's pre-planning. That's good pre-planning, that is. Yeah, we planned our routing accordingly, of course. Yeah, so for me, I enjoy the Horizon 787. It's fairly basic, but hand flying it is also not that bad. It's just a rotation that's a bit fiddly, but the rest, landing it is also nice. Thank you much, Beethoven. Yeah, let me know, please, Beethoven. Let's have a look at the fuel check page. So let's do OFP. We have 50 minutes after departure. VAM2. PATCO. Okay, we're going to check PATCO. Here it is. We'll do a fuel check there. Ghost, I think I'm using a freeware version. There was one on flightsim.to and looked very nice, actually. Yeah, Euroscene. Yeah, Euroscene Palma. Is it really? Even the ILS... You're joking. Even the ILS is correct. Wow. Well, that's impressive, though. Hey, Fishkop, dankeschön. Yeah, Clayton, right? I had a quick look at it this afternoon to make sure it's working here in 2024. And it did look nice, yeah. There's thunderstorms east of Mallorca. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Ghost, well, the flight to Palma is early afternoon. Fish Cop, hang on, I'm not seeing your message, I'm afraid. Which plane do you find more advanced? 787. Well, Reynold, honestly, it wouldn't be fair if I said 787, because honestly, I've only got, like, you know, a little overview of the A350. I'm sure that there are so many other things in here in the real aircraft. So looking at the amount of features the A350 has, like, you know, automatic emergency descent, the way the displays are, or the information is displayed here, I don't think that the, you know, 787 is more advanced. I would say that both aircraft are really nice. Yeah, brake to vacate here as well. Yeah, so maybe even you could say the A350 is more advanced than the 787. Really? I've not noticed that stick figure. The pitch up. I have not noticed that. What a beautiful countryside here. Gorgeous. Provence, I would assume. And Bruno says behind the hood, they are both similar tech-wise. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, look at... Let's just stay here in the A350. Now, if you compare this to... I don't know, A310, A300, 747. I mean, this is a very futuristic flight deck, right? Ah, there we go. Okay, yep, got it. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Yep. For my eyes only. Understood. Thank you so much. It's a spaceship. Honestly, Brennard, sometimes the moment... So when I walk into the flight deck of a 787 and you see the seats, right, and you see the flight deck, it does feel a bit like a spaceship. Not gonna lie. Cookie, hey, you have an interesting idea that would be cool. A keybind to enable dev mode in the sim, so you don't have to go to the pause menu to do it. But hang on, Cookie, you can automatically hide that top bar. Somewhere in the settings. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can automatically hide that bar, yeah. Here, I found it. Cookie, go to options. It's the second prompt here. Yeah, and it comes back when you hover the mouse over it. Yeah, Quotenwagner, yeah, that's true. So at time, it's always just the perspective, isn't it? The time perspective, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Cookie, go to options. So when you go to your let me show you. Hang on. Let me hide my let me hide that, and let me hide that. So here we go. So top bar, okay, options. And below user interface, it's like the second prompt here. It says auto hide menu bar, and then it goes away. Yep, you're welcome. Palma, thank you much. That goes. So variable 2 knots. No, I don't know everything. No, Brennan. No. My brain does not have the capacity to know everything. No. Let me just have a look quickly. Mallorca. Now
that's how pros do
it. So, let me have a look what the real aircraft are doing. Okay. They're landing 6s though, guys. So we're going to keep realistic, okay? Even though it takes a few more minutes, but we'll take 6. So 06 left for landing. Here comes the fuel check. Patco. So currently we have fuel on board 11 tons, 59 minutes after departure. Look at that. Time-wise, perfect. We have 8 plus 2, so 2 tons extra. I have to add that to that, so 10 tons is what we should have. And we have about 11 or 10.9. So 900 kilograms more than required. No, Mallorca's not staffed today, no. No, you can't take 6 right. You don't have an approach for 6 right, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I've been to Mallorca IRL. Been there many times actually on 320. Yeah, we are lucky. Weather is okay here. There's an art of approach, really? On 6 right? Hang on. Oh yeah, there's a VOR approach. VOR approach 6 right. Lol. VOR. I don't see. I don't see the RNF approach. It's in your FMC, lol. It's in it. Let me just check my FMS then. Hang on. So let me check the FMS. So let's have a look. So let's go. I don't want to go secondary. Hang on, no. So approach. No. Oh, hang on. Oh, so 6 right. Yeah. Although for me, I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have 6 right approaches. Yeah, exactly, Brenold. 6 right would really be an extremely unusual approach. And really, it's like just a visual approach from this point on. So 3 miles out, you descend to the minimum, 1,200 feet, and from then it's literally just a visual approach. There is a like a mound or like a little hill there, yeah, in front of the threshold, yeah. I think so too, yeah. I think there's some obstacles there, right? Yep. Yeah, so again, yeah, it does make sense. So we are going to fly. I mean, what I would like to try, again, is an RNF approach. An RNP approach. So how about we do... let's see what we have here. So we can do... So 6 left. Hang on, 6 left. Yeah, we'll take the LPV then. So RNF 6 left via Mike Juliet Victor. Insert. Yeah, we'll do that. So let me pin that. There it is. Yep, we'll do this approach. And we'll take the 3% with a minimum of 600, Delta aircraft 600. Apparently, well, I mean, apparently yes, Reynolds, but I'm not rated on the A350. But I've heard, yes, apparently. So you're wondering what's the difference then? Yeah, lots of 320s as well, yeah. Yeah. It's just company-wise. So company-wise, it has to do with... so there's two things, right? So first one is the aircraft has to have the technical background. So the technical systems to fly LPV. Now, what's the big difference between LPV and the normal RNF approach? It has to do with the satellite system that it uses. Right. But hang on, SLS, isn't that a different system again, Taylor West? SLS? I've never flown SLS, so I wouldn't know. Ah, okay, so here it's a bit just background simulated, okay. Satellite landing system. Yeah, okay, that's why. So Tail West, that's why it did say that here in the approach selection. Because when we've just selected the approach, it does say LPV SLS. Yeah, so satellite landing system. Okay. Now the cool thing is, so it uses the EGNOS here. It uses the EGNOS system in Europe. In the US, it would be the WAAS, so the WAAS system in the US. So it actually uses a more modern kind of GPS updating system. Usually, it's either an update station, a ground station at the airport or near the airport, so that the quality of the signal is improved by correcting the normal GPS signals. Uh-oh. Here's my wife, hang on. Oh, Ghost. Good thing she doesn't read the chat. Yeah, so the first thing she did was she pointed at her watch. Well, she doesn't have a watch on, but she did the watch pointing gesture, and I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, so I set half an hour to landing. Yeah, and she said we get up at 5:45. So yeah, she did say that. Yeah. So I've got to be on good behavior tomorrow. Oh no, it's going to take a lot of coffee. Yeah, we'll manage. We'll manage. Okay, so LPV, guys. LPV. The no-go around option. That's true. So you see this this schematic here, and this really is kind of the key that shows you a big difference. LPV compared to the normal RNP approaches. So the LPV is an approach where we would say it's an angular approach type, meaning that laterally and vertically our indications will get more sensitive to deviations as we approach the runway, just like a localizer and a glide slope signal. So the glide slope and the localized signal, if you look at an ILS chart, for example, let me call up a ILS chart here as well. So this one here. You see these schematics here? You see, as you get closer to the airport, that funnel gets closer and closer, smaller and smaller. Same with the vertical path. All right? That's due to the nature of the glide slope and localized signals. So as you get closer, Brennel, thank you. About 100 miles, Brennel. The indications on your primer flight display will get more and more sensitive. Which means, as you get closer to the airfield, you can ignore certain obstacles, as they are outside with a certain buffer outside of that angular approach path. Same vertically. So you can imagine if it was like a linear approach path with a fixed altitude deviation. So you have 100 and 200 feet vertical deviation bars on a normal RNP approach, but that's linear, right? So those deviations are linear, kind of rectangular in shape. So you have to, looking at the vertical profile, you have to take into account many more obstacles, right? The same laterally. So by flying a LPV approach, so localizer precision with vertical guidance, that's what it stands for. It does mimic, so the system, so your avionics system simulates and mimics that kind of behavior. And that's why your minimas can be much lower compared to the normal RNF and RNP approaches. But again, it requires certain aircraft systems to be certified, and also it requires pilots to be trained for that. Yeah, localized performance vertical. What did I say? Localized performance with vertical guidance. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cookie, you just took off a Phoenix A320 flight in Indianapolis, Newark. Winds are favoring. Nice. Okay. Newark, shorter runway. Yeah. Yeah. Did you see my last stream, Cookie? If you want to know how to fly the approach, I'll probably know it anyways. But I did fly that on X-Plane 12. And it was absolutely spectacular. Yeah, so theoretically it's as precise as a Cat 1 ILS. Well, no, the visual, Cookie. Hang on, let me give you the link. I'll give you the link if you like. Yeah, but we flew the visual approach. There it is, hang on. Yeah, the stadium visual. Yep. Really cool approach. And like you said, the views over Manhattan there, absolutely amazing. Really cool. Yeah, Brennel. So the thing is that Brennel, the reason why the top of descent is so late is because we are landing 06, so we're flying past the airport and returning. So total track miles right now is 190 miles still. Yeah, there are charts for it. Yeah, there is charts for that. Yeah, so Cookie, in my video there in the live stream, I programmed those waypoints into the FMS. As pilot waypoints, I think, or fixed infos. Yeah. Gable Gaming, your sharpness in the cockpit of the A320 told us is bad. No, so Gable, it has to do with your graphic settings. But nonetheless, are you using a 4K monitor by any chance? $2K. Okay, so have a look at your left side settings. Make sure you're not downscaling. Just make sure that we are below on TCAS. TCAS below. There we are. Traffic. Hang on. How can I display the name? Traffic B is ADS-B is on. Shouldn't I be able to see the flight number on here? FMS menu. Yeah, so oh, ID. Yeah, okay. It's weird. So guys, this was it. So I thought, look, yeah, but I have traffic on, right? But you have to click that again. And then it goes to ID. Ah. Now I can see there's a KLM in front of me. Thanks, guys. Cool. GG's. Good. Okay, so we get the meta. So it should still give us the METAR if we can't. There we go. It's like the VR changing to NDB. Ah, okay. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you much, man. So let me go to performance. Approach. So we have 03. Highlight that. 030. Enter. At 2. Enter. Temperature is 17. Enter. QNH is 1012. Enter. Minimum bar row we said for the approach is Delta aircraft 3% climb gradient 600. That's good. That is fine. So 600. Enter. We'll take a config 3 approach. And for the descent, Mach 85, and transition altitude is in 6. So I'll take a 70 as my transition level. Enter. Okay. Now the next exercise, brake to vacate. So where shall we vacate? We shall vacate now November 2. How long do we have there? So 06 left. November 2 is 2,130 meters. That should be possible, all right? So let's go to plan. Let's go to airport select Palma. Yeah, I'm going to start my descent here as well, so that we don't... Mach alt descent alt blue 280. Okay, so Let's zoom in. Yeah, so that should be possible. So for wet, it will be here, dry would be there. So we'll select the runway, set landing runway, and we'll take November 2 as the brake to vacate exit. Here it tells me about 2,000 meters. Cool. Press auto brake, and we have BTV armed. Perfect. Nice. Beautiful. Right, so we got a bit weather to the east, as mentioned before. So we got the Munich 3 mic arrival. Munich 100 above. Then we have Cap de Para, 20 miles, speed 250. Then we're going to Cap de Para, Nakop, 250 knots. Mike Juliet Victor. And then we go on to the approach. Arnulf. So Papa Alpha 406, max 220 knots, correct. And then we've got Papa Alpha 09 Whiskey, max 210 at 2,000 feet. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll put this to... Nah, although it's at or above, that's fine. That's 4 miles. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's not bad. We'll leave that. But this... So Papa Alpha 05 Whiskey, final approach fix, or final approach point, that has to be 1,700 at. So the next one, this one here, at, really important. Not above, at, exactly at. That's something that happens often here in Navigraph. You have to make sure, because of that approach type, you have to be mandatory at that altitude. And then you start your descent here. We have a profile of down 3 degrees, correct? And the distance between those is 5 miles. Yep, 5 miles. The threshold, or missed approach point, sorry, missed approach point. And then the missed approach takes us 410, 420, intercept 126, Papa Alpha 421. And then to Mike Julie Victor for a second approach. Perfect. Hey, Caleb. Today, yeah, so we did the first flight today, Stuttgart to Hamburg, and now we're on our way to Palma de Mallorca right now. And if all flights go on time tomorrow, I'll be on this island tomorrow afternoon. Keeping fingers crossed. Yeah, that's true. You can actually click on the traffic symbol there as well. Like this. And then you get the infos. Things like ground speed, relative altitude, wake turbulence category, his vertical speed. Oh, actually, hang on. No, that's the actual altitude right now. Exactly. He's passing. Indicate airspeed, ground speed. Cool. No, so what we do, we try once a year, we try to do a holiday with the whole family. So with our daughters and friends, so their friends, and yeah, so we rent a nice big finca house, and so once a year we manage to get everyone together. which is always really, really nice. It's something we cherish, and so the problem is we can't really do that too far away, because then things become very expensive for other people. And Beethoven says you have more clouds in the dome rep at the moment. Okay. Our neighbors, Gilend. Yeah, we have very nice neighbors, and they take care of them. Cool. Okay, so we are in the descent. Hey, Fishkop, thank you so much. Dankeschön for the info. Dankeschön, yeah, Fishkop. See you soon. Right, out star, but we're going to continue to descend here. So we're going to go descend out blue. And let me go down to level 100. 100 blue. Yeah, so the VNAV path function, that's also new, isn't it? With the latest update. So I'm going to try to leave that running as much as possible. Descent wind is programmed, so calculations should be fine. And 94 miles, 27,000 feet, looks good. Looks good. Risk channel, do you think so? It exceeds 250 at Cap de Para? I hope not. I mean, the decel point is here. Right? There's the decel point. But Cap de Para, hang on. Cap de Para? Oh, hold on. You're right. Ah, hang on. Yeah, you're right. It's missing that that waypoint. Oh, hang on, disregard. No, this is for Munich to Papa only. So this one, we can ignore this restriction. So the speed restriction is this one here. NACOP. And of course for that, that's a couple of track miles. So again, that's the deceleration point. And here we have to have the 250 knots. Yeah, exactly. We're on a 3 mic. Because we have runway 06 left in use. Alright, got Mallorca. And there we got Mallorca. Gable, to get back to your question regarding the texture. So in general, the displays in a TOLIS are somewhat blurrier than what you would have here, for example, or some of the add-ons in X-Plane. Hopefully, they will change that in the near future. But at the moment, yes, it is a bit blurry. Yeah, and the fonts are not accurate either. Yeah. Okay, let's get everyone strapped in here. And make sure that we have PED, no smoking on. Bruno, yeah, well that would be sad, to be honest. Jacob, well, I mean, right now, that's just me talking, right, Jacob? Because I do get some feedback from other community members, and they have sometimes issues with high EGT on engine start or both engines quitting during the flight. So there are people are reporting some issues. Me, I'm lucky, it seems. Oh yeah, and the only issue I have right now is CPDLC. So I can't clear that message, whatever I do. So, but that's really the only thing really right now that I found. For me, the rest is fine. I can't really complain. Yeah, good luck, Ghost. We're counting on you. Right, here we go. Now comes the deceleration. Back to 250 knots. That's why it's showing that path being a bit more, almost like a level off. Not completely. And so if it did calculate that correctly, so if the drag model here is correct, then the aircraft will reach 250 knots here at NACAP. Yeah, so Jacob, I'm just reading on Twitch, someone's writing that they can't fully start the engines until the parking brake is on. Okay, so I could definitely say that at least one engine, so engine 2 that I started, had no problems doing pushback. That worked, even without having parking brake set. Ah, beautiful. Kudia right there. Nice. It's a bit blurry from the scenery still, though. It hasn't really loaded in fully. But that's probably my internet. Right, speed. Yeah, okay, so it did... we've got 5 miles to go, and it's already reached 250 knots. But, I mean... that's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but at least you're not screaming by this waypoint with, 300 knots. Now, I'd rather be on the lower side than on the fast side, so... Okay, let's continue our descent down to 1,700 feet. And again, we're going to do that fully managed. So descent alt magenta, 3,000 right now, because that's the restriction at Mike Juliet Victor. Yep. So 3,000 initial approach fix. That is all correct. About how many miles? 8 miles distance to go to him? Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, okay, so now that's one of the typical things here on Microsoft. I see so many aircraft struggling with the drag model. So now it's going to have to add some thrust to stay in that bracket, speed bracket. I don't know. One thing I find weird, I'm not sure, guys. Do you guys notice this as well? So on the runway, it feels like the aircraft is running on rails. So when you push the rudder, it feels very jerky. It's like you jumping from one rail to the next. It doesn't feel smooth. Yeah, arcade. Yeah, it's also a good way to describe it. Yeah. And tailwheel aircraft also don't work. Okay. Yeah, Bruno, I caught that as well. I was a bit confused because I would have imagined if it goes to speed mode, it adds a bit of thrust, gets back to the optimum, and then goes back to idle. That's what I would have expected. But yeah, this is it's kind of weird that it stays at the lower part there so long. I have not flown. Honestly, I was kind of upset with iniBuilds 350 for a while. So... that's interesting. It's on path. Yeah, let's see if that bracket returns. That would be funny. Because then exactly what I just mentioned. But maybe because we're below 10,000 feet, I don't know. The light's on. Yeah, so it won't, okay. So the thing is that I have a feeling that the ailerons are too effective. It's a latch descent mode now, okay. Okay, so that's a new thing of the 350 then. Okay, so that's why you have the bracket there. So it latched now onto that path. And so it'll vary the thrust to keep this 250 knots. Okay. Now I'm gaining on him, so I'm going to put this to selected speed. I'm going to already go 220 knots. So I want to keep about 7 miles to him. Let me see what speed is he doing. So he's doing 259 ground speed, okay. So that's cool. Look, so actually that's really, really cool. So now I'm doing 258. So if I go 230 indicated, I should be fine. Cool.
La Palma traffic, KLM 1 for Tango Heavy, currently overflying Mike Juliet Victor VR, ILS Yankee 06 left approach in La Palma.
Extend speed brakes? Why? Oh, because we slowed down, okay. Ah, now some scenery loaded in. That looks nice. That looks very pretty.
Palma traffic, Condor 9 Delta Charlie, clear of 06 left Palma.
Nice. Cool, let's set the altimeters. Let's go performance approach 1012. Yeah, 1012, 1012. Perfect. That means we can read a checklist. Approach checklist. Bar roll ref 1012. Minimum. Bar row 600 feet. Runway condition 6. Dry. Auto brake. Brake to vacate. Set. And let's see. Approach checklist complete. Palma traffic. Lufthansa. Oh, correct. Yeah, Lufthansa. 2642 overhead Mike Juliet Victor flying the RMP 06 left in Palma de Mallorca. 220 knots now, thrust idle. And now we got alt magenta 2000. Right, so procedural wise, when we're inbound to the final descent point, so Papa Alpha 05 Whiskey, then we can press the approach button. Also interesting, here it recommends where you have to put the flaps out. So here we've got the pseudo deceleration waypoint, where the approach phase activates. Here it wants us to put flaps 1, and just prior to the descent point, flaps 2. We'll try that, see how that works. Thank you, Bruno. Yeah, so the thing is that it really looks a lot like a normal ILS approach. So you're going to get your magenta diamonds.
The Palma traffic, Lemon for Tango Heavy, final 10 miles, ILS 0.
Famous last words. Yeah, exactly. Always. Exactly, right. Lufthansa, great. Oh, actually, Lufthansa, yeah. Dominic, moin. No, I can't go around MAN. I have to go to bed. Oh. Exactly. So instead of ILS, it says SLS in here. But the diamonds are the same as the ILS indications. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the magenta dot here to come to 20 knots. Then I'm going to go to manage speed. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to slow down here now. There's the airport. Okay, again, overflying the pseudo deceleration waypoint should activate the approach phase automatically, if I'm not mistaken. And it did. Bam. So now I'm going to wait for the approach button a few more seconds. Manage speed. And we'll use the flaps 1 exactly here at this point.
2,500.
So we have glide slope armed. So glide slope blue, lock blue. Lock star. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Welcome aboard.
Hey Tom, thank you so much, Tom. 52 months.
Experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin?
Beautiful.
Where complimentary drinks, snacks, and
Tom, thank you so much for your support.
entertainment will be served.
I hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, glide slope. Flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Glide slope. Gears coming down. And we have 3,000 feet to missed approach. Missed approach. 3,000 set. Flaps 3. Speed checked. Flaps 3. And that's final setting. So cabin ready. Right, landing checklist. Landing. Checklist complete. Right, let's do some hand flying. Manual thrust, manual flight. Oh, that's not working. Why is it not working? There you go. Ah, oh, beautiful. Look at that. Right, let's clear that. Autopilot off.
Mallorca traffic, then Tango clear, off runway 06 left.
How can I clear that? 1000 checked. So then I have to clear that. Right. Mallorca traffic. Lufthansa 2642 is on a 3-mile final. Runway 06 left in Mallorca. Bit of tailwind, 2 knots, not too bad though. Right.
100 above.
No, my wife is already in bed. She's already sleeping. Getting a bit high here. Although Papi say we're good. Continue.
500.
No, not bad. Coming back.
400. 300. 200.
The glide slope is a bit weird. You see that fluctuating?
90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10.
Oh, come on.
5.
Whew. Spoilers, reverse are green. So let's go back to normal forward thrust, idle, and then brake to vacate. Is the next one is the one we're supposed to get. It is wobbly, yeah. Right, 45 knots, manual brakes. For my liking, I don't know how the real aircraft flies, because I don't fly the real A350, but here in the sim, that felt very, very wobbly. Very sensitive. Okay, Ghost, yeah. Tailwind gust? No, I don't think so. Right, let's do the after landings. Hey, Abiyama, thank you very much.
Blackbox YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment.
Mallorca traffic, Lufthansa 2642 vacated, 6 left. No, it always works. That's fine.
Mallorca traffic, Lufthansa 1 on Charlie, turning final, 06 left.
Actually, let's go this way.
Good night.
Herr Voyager, ich danke dir. See you soon, Voyager. Thank you so much. Hey, Ghost, fantastic. Yeah, looking forward to it. Beethoven, thank you so much for the feedback. Looking forward to, or hope that we get some answer from Riva. Yeah. Oh, it should have zoomed automatically. Ah, I get it. Okay. So, we're supposed to be here.
Mallorca traffic, Condor 3 Mike Foxtrot, we are on short final 06 left.
So we're supposed to be somewhere like 116 or something? Let's do 117. There we go. Let's park here. Okay. Just watch the landing here from our friend. Ooh, bit of a nosedive. Come on. Ooh, oh, hey.
Good night, Black Box.
Ooh. Okay, safely down. Oh, look where I'm going. How on earth am I supposed to park here? Oh, there. Okay. Brennel, thank you so much. Vielen Dank, Brennel. Nochmal vielen Dank für die Donation. Wir werden auf die anstoßen. Peter, thank you so much as well. Thank you very much.
Black box.
Okay, we'll park here. Oh, just forget the APU, didn't I? What, Ryan, the A350? No. You meant the landing? No. I'm still practicing. Yeah, so this is the freeware Palma de Mallorca.
Lufthansa 11 Charlie 3 Mike final, left 06 left.
Oh, someone else coming. Thank you much, Ira Scotsman. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Condor 3 Mike Foxtrot runway vacated via Hotel 2.
Oh, again, yeah, sorry. Stuck reverser. MAN, thanks for flying along. Vielen Dank dir. Und dann bis die Tage. Dankeschön. Yeah, it's well, it was officially for Microsoft 2020, but I read people saying that it does work here in 2024. Jilen, thank you so much. Yeah, flightsim.to. It's I'll send you the link. Hang on. Hold on. Yep. That's the scenery. So we got someone else landing. Let's have a look. Very nice. So APU, hang on, how do I clear that? Check this menu. So I can't really click that, can I? That's weird. I think that's because bugged the window. I can't get into that window there. That's really strange. So let's APU bleed on. Beacon. Seatbelts off. Clear on the pedestal. Thank you. Yeah, that worked. Perfect. So then we go to TCAS standby.
Mallorca traffic, Lufthansa 1 Charlie, runway 06 left vacated.
Transponder standby.
Palma traffic, Condor 3 Mike Foxtrot, arrived gate 32. Thank you for flying. Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
So let's see what we forgot. Parking checklist. Parking brakes are chock. Park brakes set. Wing lights off. Oh, fuel pumps forgot. There we go. So wing lights off and the fuel pumps. And that's the parking checklist complete. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Lots of interest here today. I can see lots of people watching. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the help, guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so a quick look over the freeware scenery here, Palma de Mallorca. My moderators, thank you so much. Taylor West, always lovely to see you here as well. Thank you so much, my dear moderators. Thank you for all the help. Yeah, thank you so much. Had lots of fun. Exactly. So I'll be back in about on the 27th. I will be back 27th with the new stream. Until then, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for interacting. Thank you for supporting. Stick figure, thank you. Sentra, thank you so much. MW Racing, Abimar, thank you. Aaron, thank you very much. Yeah, Aaron, I can confirm. I was a bit surprised as well. the aircraft felt, aileron-wise, it felt really wobbly. So I guess you would have to start to tweak the ailerons again.
The boarding requested.
Yeah, perfect. All right. FPS Gamer, thank you so much. Fishbone, thank you so much. Fredda, thank you so much. Cool, guys. Oh, at nighttime. Let me just have a quick look at nighttime real quickly. Nighttime. See what the airport looks like at nighttime. Someone didn't switch off the taxi lights. Lol. Yeah, also nice. Can't really complain, can you? For freeware scenery? GG's. Perfect. Stick figure, thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. And guys, always remember that if you really enjoy a free scenery like that, and you're using it often, think about making a little donation to the developer. They do appreciate that. Oh, Beethoven, that's a really fast answer. So all 350s have auto emergency send, and therefore no mask required between 4:10 and 4:30. Basic, Dankeschön. Thank you so much, Basic. Okay, Beethoven, thank you so much for the feedback. Much appreciated. Cool, guys. Guys, I'm going to skip the outro. I'm going to switch off really quickly now, get to bed. Otherwise, I'm going to be really in big trouble otherwise. So see you soon, everyone. We'll miss you. Take care, everyone. Good night.